Hello there and welcome to Let's Talk Sports live stream watch along of England versus Spain in the Arnold Clark Cup. Now, in case you're wondering, the Arnold Clark Cup is a 4-team tournament that's taken place throughout the week across England, and this is the second day and the second round of the 3 rounds coming up. So anyway, the game's just about to begin. England hosting Spain at Carrow Road, the home of Norwich City. And it looks as though England are going to kick off. We'll go through the starting lineups in just a bit. But anyway, Beth Mead's just next to Jordan Nobbs on the centre circle, waiting for the referee to start the game. Get in touch, folks, on our live chat page and let us know who you think's going to win. And don't forget to vote on our poll. I do apologise, folks, at the start of the stream you saw me putting some shirts up. So behind me is the England and Spain shirts. Not their current ones, but shirts from the past. Might just put that on. There we go. Actually, no, the light doesn't help me at all there. Anyway, they've just taken the knee, both teams. And then we should be able to get underway. I'll just get the atmosphere sound on in just a moment. So yes, both teams drew in the opening round. No team has won yet in the Arnold Clark Cup. So can one of them get themselves their first win of the tournament today? Excuse me. We just find that background sound. Anyway, straight away, England on the attack here in the box. Paris, first touch not the best, and she's lost it there. That would have been a great chance for England to find the net within 30 seconds. Hopefully that's a bit better. You can see the shirt's a bit better behind me. Anyway, back with the game. So we'll go through the starting lineup. So for England, we have Hampton in goal today instead of Mary Earps. I must admit, though, I thought Roebuck might be available to take that role, but instead she is going to be on the bench. In defence, we've got Lucy Bronze, Rachel Daly, Greenwood and Carter. So no Millie Bright. She is on the bench, I think. Yep, she is. So I think Serena Wagman did say that she was going to be mainly experimenting with the lineups throughout this tournament, since we've got the Women's Euros to look forward to in the summer in England. Then we've got Carter on the left-hand side, which Emma Hayes is actually co-commentating on ITV today in Norwich's ground. So she'll be thrilled to see Carter starting for England, because she's always stressed that Jess Carter should get recognised, and she is a great defender for Chelsea in the Women's Super League. In midfield, there's 3 of them, so Jordan Nobbs, Scott and Stanway, and then up front we've got Nikita Paris, Ellen White and Beth Mead. I mean, you can't go wrong with that front 3. And Spain trying to go on their first attack here on the left-hand side. Nearly sneaked the ball in there, but Hampton comfortably picks it up. So for Spain, we got Rivero in goal, Garcia Gomez in defence alongside Andres Sainz, Leon Sebrian and Batial Pascual. And then in midfield, they've gone with the same formation as England. It looks like 4-3-3. In midfield, it's Bon Mati Conca. Then we have Gutierrez. We have Alexia Putellas, the one that won the FIFA Ballon d'Or not long ago, so technically the world's best player right now in women's football if we're talking about awards. And then up front we've got Cardino de Miguel, Humaso Fuentes and Garcia Cordoba. So that's your starting lineups, and I'm sure we'll see some changes throughout the game. Of course, let's not forget, this is a friendly tournament. So, okay, there is a cup to win out of it, but they can also experiment, these 2 teams. Spain will, of course, be at the Women's Euros, so I'm sure that with Putellas in that team, they could be a main threat. I'm trying to remember which striker or forward it is for Spain that is also part of that Barcelona team that loves to score goals. Because when I last checked, Barcelona have won all of their matches so far in the league this season, in the Spanish league. And they're like, yeah, I think they're like 20 points ahead. But of course, there's another game on later today. That's tonight, and that is Germany taking on Canada at Carrow Road in Norwich. That game doesn't kick off till 8:15 in the evening, so a bit of a gap between this match and the other one. Anyway, get in touch, folks. We'd love to hear from you. Get in touch on the live chat page and do vote on the poll. Looking at it at the moment, England are the favourites. Only just, though, 41% of you have gone with England. It's 21% for a draw and then 38% for Spain to win. I have gone for a draw, as you can see in my prediction below. England won, Spain won. Nearly said Scotland then. Here comes Spain with Conker out to Cordoba. They tried to clear it, England, but no good because Pascual picked up from the end of the clearance just outside the box. Spain playing some nice football here. Cordoba. Putellas couldn't get to the end of the cross. Ooh, is that a foul on Paris? It sure is. My team, Man United, are playing against Leeds today, so I'm keeping an eye on that as well. And somehow Leeds have got 2 goals back. Oh my God. Rodrigo and Rafinha scoring twice in a minute. Oh, jeez. And Daniel James got an assist for the second goal. Of course he did. Deary me. Well, clean sheet definitely out the window. It's so typical of United at the moment. We are just absolutely shit. And then White's just been fouled. She didn't start against Canada in midweek. England have a throw-in. No Frank Kirby in the starting lineup either. Beth Mead. Oh, there's a shot there for England. It's very wide at the end from Jill Scott. She's saying to the referee she got fouled when making the kick, but I think the referee is just going to say it's a goal kick anyway. We got a couple of messages on the live chat page. Thanks for getting in touch. We got Ran Rubio saying some link to watch it. No, why would I have a link to watch it? This is a watch along. It's on ITV, in case you're wondering. And Phoebe Moorhead saying England. Hello, Phoebe. Anyway, England in the midfield. Just going to open my window for a bit, folks. It's gotten really warm where I am. There we go. I'm also wearing an England shirt. Hoping that England will win, even though my prediction says it'll be 1-1. This Spain team is very good. And when some of them play for Barcelona and have won every trophy going over the last 12 months or so, then they're going to be very difficult when they form together for this Women's Euros. Now, I don't think Carrow Road or Middlesbrough's ground, or I need to check, but I'm trying to remember which venues have actually got the Women's Euros, as well as Wembley and Old Trafford, for example. Brentford's ground has got it. Let's have a look. So it starts on 6th of July, which is a Wednesday, and then it finishes on Sunday the 31st of July. So the venues are Wembley Stadium, Brentford Community Stadium, Old Trafford, Man City's Academy Stadium, which is a bit random to have a very, very small little ground compared to Old Trafford. I mean, the Academy Stadium's capacity is 7,000, while Old Trafford and Brentford and Wembley are 70 to 90,000. Bramall Lane, which is Sheffield United's ground, St Mary's Stadium, the home of Southampton, Brighton and Hove Albion, which is it's known as the Farmer Stadium, but I call it the Amex. Must have changed sponsors, I'm not sure. Milton Keynes, which is MK Dons, over 30,000 can go in that stadium, and it is a very nice football stadium. Oh, and I've got cheese on toast here. Thank you very much. And then Rotherham we got, and Leigh Sports Village, which is also up in Manchester. So there's quite a lot of... I mean, Manchester's and near Manchester are quite spoilt for choice for the Women's Euros. There's, 3 venues that's got the tournament. So Spain, at the moment, looking a bit more dangerous in this game. There's not really been much big chances yet, though. So anyway, 11.5 minutes gone. England 0, Spain 0. As I said, both teams got a draw. It was both games were 1-1 back on Thursday when they had both matches at Riverside. Spain drew 1-1 with Germany, and then after them it was England getting a draw against Canada. England looked pretty decent against Canada. But then once they scored, Canada started to get some chances, and I think a draw was a fair result. I think from both games a draw was a fair result. But imagine if both matches are a draw again today, it would be wide open for the final day. I'm actually thinking of going to the final round at Molineux, which is on Wednesday, only for the first game of the day, which is, I think it's like a 2:30 kickoff. At Molineux, and that's between Spain and Canada, and I'd like to go to that because the tickets are only a tenner. Plenty of seats still going, and also, a chance to see Alexia Putellas, who's now the best player in the world at the moment, the current Ballon d'Or holder. To have to watch her and then to watch Canada, who are the Olympic champions, not bad for a tenner. Well, there's a foul on, I think it's Lucy. Is that Lucy Bronze? So it's Daly who's playing today. Looks like she's being treated on the sideline, so she won't be playing for a few moments. I must just have a bit of my cheese on toast, folks. I'll mute my mic so you don't have to hear me eat. Oh, can't go wrong with that. Beth Mead. Cross in. That's not a bad ball. It's straight at the keeper. I'd imagine that was supposed to be a cross from her angle, but let's have a look. Ooh, she was just onside. As far as I'm aware, there's no VAR in the Arnold Clark Cup, so it wouldn't. If the referees don't get it right, then that's their problem. So England have got a corner. This is their first corner of the game. It's Greenwood to take it. Referee just whistled right in front of Beth Mead, and Beth Mead's reaction just was like, "Ah, my ear." I don't think she had it. She was expecting it. It's quite windy and rainy and cloudy in Carrow Road today. Greenwood making the signal to her players before she takes the corner. I don't know why they do that. Punched away by the goalkeeper. It just seems to be a trend in football. When someone does it, when a player first does it, everyone else starts to follow him because they're used to seeing it. They just think, I've got to make the signal. I don't understand why they have to make the signal. Bronze. And she's penalised for a foul there. I get mixed up with Bronze and Daly in the distance because Bronze wears number 12, but and Daly wears number 2, so I keep getting mixed up with them. Anyway, here's England. Again on the left-hand side this time. And just then, Spain had a great chance. Hampton went way out of her box. Miscommunication between her and Jess Carter, but luckily England cleared it, but Hampton still had to run back. And luckily for Hampton, I can't remember which Spain player, I couldn't quite tell which Spain player it was, but she didn't get her shot on target. It was way over the bar at the end, but if she had got that right, goalkeeper might not have got there in time, and that would have been an embarrassing goal for England to concede. So Spain playing from the back. They're under pressure here. Oh, Jill Scott's done well. Nearly got the ball in the box, but there was a Spain player nearby to just boot it out. Lucy Bronze. Through to Jill Scott. It is good to see Jill Scott still playing for England. I kept thinking she played in the Latvia game back in November. So it's good to see, even though she's moved to Villa, she has no intention of leaving behind her international career. I've always called her the Peter Crouch of women's football. She's tall, awkward to deal with, and a good player. Oh, Man United have scored again. It's Fred. Fred the Red has scored on the 70th minute. That's a big goal because they don't want to slip up those 3 points after being 2-0 up. They were 2-0 up. Then Leeds got 2 goals in the matter of 60 seconds. So 2 goals as quick as lightning, you could say. But Fred has got a goal back for United to take the lead again. Spain just, at the moment, I'd say they started off okay, but England have started to get a bit more, I wouldn't say more possession, but a lot more action up front. Spain now into England's half. Don't be shy, folks. Get in touch on the live chat page. Spain now leading the poll. It's changed. Spain were behind on the poll, but now they're on 40%, while England's on 38%, and it's a 22% for a draw. So if you haven't voted yet, vote on that poll. My scoreline prediction below is a boring, you could say a boring draw. I think it'll be a good game. But it's been interesting so far in this first 20 minutes, but England 1, Spain 1 I've gone for, and the first goal scorer going towards Alexia Putellas. Throwing for England. It's gone out for a Spain throw-in. Quite a few fans at Carrow Road. I'll be interested to see how many turn up for Germany and Canada tonight, because the game doesn't kick off till 8:15. And, you know, people have got work in the morning, and if England were playing tonight, I think you'd get more of a crowd in. Because the crowd the other day in Middlesbrough between Spain and Germany was just, well, quite frankly, it was non-existent. I mean, it was during the day. For any of you who don't live in England, it's obviously a normal working week. Some areas have got schools off, I guess, last week, but it's this week as well where kids are off for school half term. But yeah, I'm intrigued to see how many turn up if I do go to the Spain-Canada game on Wednesday. I'm intrigued to see how many turn up for that. So we got a corner here for Spain. Poor corner. Paris. Defended really well. They're just outside the England box. And Greenwood's got a free kick. Looks as though Greenwood has finally had that mask off of her. I'd imagine that was maybe for a broken nose. I'm not sure. but she's not wearing it for the first time. Anyway, don't be shy, folks. Get in touch on the live chat page. Would love to hear from you and your thoughts on the game. Or anything else, whether it's women's football or men's football, you name it. At the end of the day, the channel is Let's Talk Sport. And if you haven't yet, subscribe. Would really appreciate it. Oh, here's England now. Oh, try to get it through. And it's offside at the end for England. So Spain free kick outside the box. Right, I finished my cheese on toast now. Done. We got Raf Crew saying, goal I want. Yeah, you can't beat a goal in football. Anyway, Spain might get one here. Oh, Greenwood with the last touch. I thought it might have gone out for a corner, but Spain have kept it in on the right-hand side. Now a run into the box with a cross. Hampton punches it away brilliantly. Now England can try and go on a counter maybe. No, not if you can't pass. Because it's gone out for a throw-in. So Man United leading 3-2 now. Sounds like it's an end-to-end game. Aura has got in touch saying, Vamos Español. But yeah, I'd love to hear from you if you're supporting Spain today or if you're from Spain. Let me know what you think of your team. Do you think they could win the Euros? I'll be honest, I've not watched much of the Spain team, so I'm learning as I go watching these lot. So yeah, just a reminder, there's an Arnold Clark Cup game on again tonight. And that is Germany versus Canada. But yeah, I am intrigued to see what the crowd will be like there tonight. Because it's in the same venue, but as I say, it's a 8:15 kickoff on a Sunday night. Which, I mean, probably never really matters what time the game kicks off if you really want to go and see a match. Because diehard football fans will find a way to go to those games anyway. But we're not used to having a Sunday night game in England, really. I know in Spain they play on a Sunday night in La Liga. Bundesliga in Germany they don't, so they're not used to doing it on a Sunday night. Oh, long ball there for England, but the goalkeeper of Spain has just cleared it out. She went out of her box to just put it out for a throw-in. Yeah, they're trying to pick out Ellen White. She didn't score. She didn't even start against Canada the other day. I've always thought you just always start Ellen White just because of her goal scoring record and that she loves a goal. She's a great striker. Aura has said, I'm certain that they will win. They're playing well. I think they've started off better against England. They look more like a team. They look like they know where they all are. They can certainly pass the ball, Spain. No different to like the men's team. I mean, the men's team with the In terms of back when they won the World Cup and the Euros, they just know how to nail it, don't they? Just move my camera a little bit. There we go. I mean, I've gone for a draw, Aro, so apologies that I'm not going for a Spain win. I am English, though. I'm an England fan. But I do have the Spain top behind me just to show some colours for both teams. Nearly half an hour, still goalless. No real big chances for either team yet. It's quite tight, but it's good end-to-end football. I think Nikita Paz has just won a throw in here, though, on the left wing for England, just outside the box. Man United still leading 3-2. 9 minutes to go there. I forgot to actually put the score line on the title. Sorry about that. Header from Bronze. Doesn't find Jill Scott. Her ex-Man City teammate up until since January. Yeah, Jill Scott now with Aston Villa. As one of quite a few transfers Aston Villa made to try and keep them in the Super League for next season. They're currently trying to avoid relegation, so they're kind of doing what Aston Villa did 1 or 2 seasons ago, well, a couple of seasons ago now, in the men's team, where they just stayed up on the final day, and that kept Jack Grealish for another season before he went on to Man City. Georgia Stanway. Quite a few Man City players in this squad. Bronze, Greenwood, Stanway, Ellen White. So yeah, just shows how some of the big teams in the Women's Super League have got mainly some of the big English players. You've got, I think Daly plays for Chelsea. Might be wrong there. Jess Carter plays for Chelsea. Nobbs plays for Arsenal, Paris for Arsenal, and Mead for Arsenal. So, you know, mainly a majority of Man City Arsenal players in that squad. Starting line-up anyway. I'm a bit nervous, folks, because it's the last few minutes of the United game, and I just hope they win after what they could have been a draw or lose the game. Oh, Ellen White gets kneed from behind. That's a free kick. And that is a yellow card for Andress, the number 5. Yeah, so Ellen White hasn't actually been starting for Man City either in our recent watch-alongs that we've done. It's now with Greenwood. And to play it back to Jess Carter. Now Lucy Bronze. Oh, good long ball. I would say it was a good long ball to Ellen White, but she's miles offside. She's frustrated at herself, but I looked pretty... Well, I guess what she was trying to do, but it looked obvious from the end of it. I'll ask you a question, Aura. Are you able to watch the game where you are? I don't know if this is accessible worldwide, these matches that are on TV. Ooh. But yeah, bring on July the 6th. The Women's Euros, I can't wait. Just because it's in England. I mean, either way, wherever it is, I'll still watch it. And I'm sure we'll try and do as many watch-alongs as we can here on Let's Talk Sport. Oh, across there from Spain. Had to be cleared. It was England still having to deal with it. It's gone out for Spain thrown on the far side. Spain, 30 yards from goal. Now on the right wing. Ball into the box. I think that was Bronze that got to it. Or was it? No, it was Nikita Paris, actually. Paris has done a lot of defending today. Spain throwing. There is another game today in the Premier League. Wolves-Leicester. That's at 4:30. Celtic currently winning 2-1 at home against Dundee. It's half time there. I think Rangers drew. Yeah, Rangers drew 1-1 at Dundee United earlier. So yeah, big win that would be for Celtic. Yeah, currently as it stands, Celtic will go 3 points clear. And both Celtic and Rangers are on the same amount of games played, which is 27. Back with this game, though, with England and Spain, still goalless. With less than 9 minutes till half-time. Still another second half to play, but we couldn't see another draw, could we? For England, which I think for Serena Weigmann, by the time this tournament ends, I think she would like to see a team at least beat one of the big nations from the European side of it, you know, Spain or Germany. Just because I think England do need to prove that they can do that. But at the end of the day, this is just an invitational tournament. It's not like it's the World Cup or the Euros. The only thing that matters is getting the wins when these big tournaments do happen. Oh, England with a cross there. Didn't find anyone. I think Serena Weigmann's a great coach for what she's done for the Netherlands. Got them to win the Women's Euros back in 2017. They beat England in the semis. And they actually, so they won the whole tournament at home. So she knows what it's like to deliver a Women's Euros on home soil for the country that she represents as a manager. It's 4-2 United. Oh, thank God. Elanga has scored. Oh, I think that just hides away the poor defending in that 60 seconds where Leeds scored twice. Oh, here comes Spain. There's no one there. No one in the box. Can she keep it in on the left-hand side? Yes, she can. Well intercepted, and that was a foul. Beth Mead running in for the ball, but then getting fouled when she went past her opponent. Not intentional, but yeah, at that pace, that's going to hurt. Serena Wagner's facial expressions, he doesn't look happy. There are matches. There's another. I mean, there's the She Believes Cup that's on today. That involves the USA. They play at 8 o'clock. But I might watch that. I'd be interested to just see how while they play. I mean, let me just check the She Believes Cup results. I mean, look at this. United States couldn't beat Czech Republic at home, while Iceland got a win over New Zealand. Let me just see who the players were. In all fairness to the United States, there isn't that many that are noticeable, really, apart from Rose Lavelle, O'Hara. Who on the bench? Christy Mewis. Becky Sauerbrunn didn't even start. And Alicia Norher, who's their main goalkeeper. So, quite a lot of different players for USA. I think England have got a throw in. England now leading the poll. It keeps changing our poll today. It's changed 3 times already. First it was England to win, then Spain to win. And now England to win again at 45% to Spain's 35%. But a lot of you, quite a bit of a percentage for a draw, which is 20%. A lot of the England players that are on the bench have got blankets over their legs. It must be very cold. When you see the substitute bench do that, you know it's going to be cold. Gives you a feel of how cold it is in the venue, even if you're not there. That was a wasted ball by England. Finds no one. I think that was Nikita Pass with the kick. And it's gone out for a Spain goal kick with 3 minutes to go. Another wasted ball, this time by Spain. I'd say, as I said, Spain started off well. They looked like a team more up for it, but it's been a bit mixed really the last 10 or 15 minutes. Goal kick for England. Minute to go till half time. Bob Jobs has got in touch saying, I was up all night watching the curling. Well done, Great Britain. Women curling. I watched it up until the 5th end. I was very sleepy. I had a feeling, because I was watching it in bed. and I knew I was not going to be able to watch the whole thing. So I thought, if I can reach to the halfway mark and it looks good for Great Britain, I was happy to go to bed. And to be honest, from the get-go, Great Britain looked like they just... I think Eve Muirhead, ahead of that Japanese team, just showed how much more experience she's got. Those last 3 Olympic Games have justified her experience and skill set she's got as a curler. And, they thumped them at the end, didn't they, Japan? I think Japan will be happy with silver, because I don't think they've ever won silver or gold in women's curling before. If I'm wrong, I do apologise. But from my knowledge of it. But yeah, good gold medal for Great Britain to wrap up the Winter Olympic Games. So 1 minute of added time has been given by the 4th official. But yeah, overall, Team GB won a silver medal and a gold medal in Beijing, and they were only in curling. So obviously I'm sure there'll be a review, because apparently Team GB spent £27 million on the Beijing Olympics in terms of in an attempt to win medals. So not a lot of money, but let's be honest, there's a lot more advanced countries than us when it comes to winter sports. Paris. 1 minute of added time is now up, and the referee has blown the whistle for half time. So the players at Carrow Road will head into the tunnel, and straight away Wagman's gone into the tunnel with her notebook. I think she's probably got quite a bit to say to the England team in that changing room at half time. Not the best from either team, really. In terms of clear-cut chances, there hasn't really been any. I'd say it's been quite even, so I'm just going to check the stats for that, if that is available to us. Let me have a look. So, in terms of possession, England with 33%, Spain with 67%, which is probably expected. Both teams have had 3 shots each, while Spain have had actually a shot on target, and both teams have had a corner each as well. So, quite interesting first half. No one taking the lead here. But anyway, we are going to take a quick short break here on Let's Talk Sports. So don't go anywhere. We'll be back for the second half between England and Spain. Don't go anywhere, folks. Welcome back to our live stream watch along of the Arnold Clark Cup between England and Spain. If you haven't joined us yet and you've just joining us for the first time, you're probably thinking, have I missed anything, Jamie? Well, to be honest with you, scoreline wise, not really. And as we speak, before the second half is about to begin, we have a substitution here. Del Castillo has just replaced Cardona for Spain, so that is the first substitution of this game. And it looks as though Lauren Hemp is waiting on the sidelines to come on for England. She's got thermals on today. Very cold out there. Lauren Hemp replacing Nikita Paris, it looks like. I understand, Serena Wagman's using this tournament as a good warm-up and tournament to experiment with, but I just look at it as well and think, why not just play the players that are in form and are playing pretty well for their clubs? Just go with that. I mean, Lauren Hemp not starting against Spain just seems a bit ridiculous. I think Spain are making one more change. And if so, that'd be 2 substitutions, but there's nothing to say that they have. So Spain about to get going for the second half. Attacking from left to right, England from right to left. England in the full white kit, Spain in red shirts and blue, dark blue, navy, you could say, shorts. Come on, ref. And away we go. Be sure to get in touch on the live chat page, folks, and I'll read out as many messages as I can. Can be about anything, can be about the game, can be about any other sport. Let's talk sport. That's our name on the channel. I'm quite thrilled to know that Man United did get that win at the end at Leeds United. Fred and Alanga saving the day. Oh, and Spain have made a mistake here. And the ball's now with Lauren Hemp. Oh, she's hit the post. First touch of the game, and she strikes the post with her left foot. Spain put themselves into right danger there. They just gave the ball away by playing the wrong pass, it seemed. And Lauren Hemp just intercepted it out of nowhere. And she nearly scored. She made the goalkeeper stretch for it, but at the end of the day, it was the post that denied it. Still goalless, but a good start for England. But yeah, I didn't know this. Lauren Hemp actually grew up in Norfolk, so back in her homeland, you could say, with this match being played in Norwich at Norwich City's ground, which is, as we all know it, as the Carrow Road. And of course, Carrow Road hosting tonight's game of Germany and Canada before all 4 nations, well, teams, let's not say the actual nations, travelling to Wolverhampton to play at Molineux for the final round on Wednesday. Oh, it was a yellow card for Beth Mead. Now, I think, from the top of my head, that's the first booking of the game. Which, let's not forget, these are technically friendly matches, so you don't ever really want to get booked or get sent off. But yeah, it was a late kick in the leg of one of the Spain players there. was actually on Frunis, who's one of the main players for Barcelona. So Spain with a free kick here. Delivered into the box, all volleyed effort, but blocked by her own teammate. And with her making the last touch, it's gone out for a goal kick. Oh, it looks as though Puteles was actually offside from the free kick. I mean, either way, as I said, there's no VAR as far as I'm aware. Oh, Spain. They've picked up the ball out of nowhere. It's now on the right-hand side. Kind of wonder if any of these Spain players are used to playing in these conditions. Anyway, here come England. Ball through here for Ellen White. Ah, good tackle. Good tackle at the end there by, I think that was Sands. So yeah, I'm just reading online that Lauren Hemp's team is Norwich City. That's who she supports. Especially with the fact that, as I said, she grew up in Norfolk. So yeah, she does support Norwich City. So I'm sure for her, if she hadn't hit the post, it would have been a great moment for her to have scored at her favourite ground. Bob Jobs saying in the Times, it'll be better for next Olympics or Commonwealth Games so you can do more streams of these sports that only get coverage every 4 years. I mean, to be honest with you, I have been intrigued. I have been thinking about doing a curling watch along whenever there's a big tournament going on, as well as the Olympics. Lauren Hemp, they're just showing the replay of her hitting the post. I think Beth Mead was getting ready to celebrate. It is a good shot, just couldn't get it in. We'll have to find out the crowd attendance for this game, but it's very good. But it just shows, you know, women's football is growing. Ellen White. Tried to find it through to Lauren Hemp down the left wing, but it instead went out for a Spain throw-in. But yeah, in just a couple of minutes, Wolverhampton Wanderers hosting Leicester City in the Premier League. You could say Brendan Rodgers is under pressure. Big chance for England from Jordan Nobbs just then. Picked up a great through ball into the box. Tight angle on the right hand side and missed it completely wide. It was always going to be tough for her from that angle. Looked as though she was looking for the bottom left corner. Oh, Jill Scott wins the ball well there in the centre circle. Georgia Stanway. Lauren Hemp with the ball in. Doesn't find any of the players in white. But now back with Georgia Stanway. She's going to go for goal. I think it might take a deflection on the way, but it's straight at the Spain goalkeeper. Yeah, they couldn't keep hold of it, Spain, when they tried to clear it. No, it just swerved at the end, Stanway shot, no deflection. Do get in touch, folks, on the live chat page. Keep me company. Love to hear from you. If you haven't yet, you can also vote on the poll. I'll also do a player of the match poll probably 10 minutes before the end. So keep an eye out for that, and you'll get to vote for who you think should get the Let's Talk Sport Player of the Match award. Always gets lost in the post. But on the poll at the moment, England 50% chance of winning. The draw is 18% and Spain at 32% chance of winning. To be honest with you, I think it's anyone's this game from what we've seen so far. Spain, Puteles, she scored the only goal for Spain the other day in the opening round against Germany. It was actually a mistake from Germany that gave her the goal. But the finish was brilliant in the tight area she was in. So 10 minutes into the second half, so far very even, I'd say. Now, is that a free kick for Spain? I think it is. Beth Mead not happy with the referee there, and she has to be careful. She's got a yellow card. She doesn't want to get a second yellow in a friendly tournament. Ah, Spain. Poor pass on the left wing there for it to be an England throw-in. But yes, I'll keep you updated, folks, on the live match between Wolves and Leicester. Only 2 minutes in, still goalless. That's the second and final Premier League match of the day. Of course, no Women's Super League this weekend because of the international break. Excuse me. Oh, and Celtic have got a goal back against Celtic. 2-2. Celtic 2, Dundee 2. So both Dundee and Dundee United trying to cause frustration in the title race between Celtic and Rangers. Rangers drew at Dundee United 1-1 today. So if Celtic can... let's have a look. 15 minutes to go there. And Aubameyang has got a double for Barcelona. 23rd minute and 38th minute against Valencia. And De Jong scored as well. I think that's... Is that Frankie De Jong? I think it is, yeah. Yep. Because the other De Jong is on the bench, I believe. Yeah, they haven't made that clear. They've just put De Jong. They should put an F or an L next to it. Whoever it is. But looking at that Barcelona team, as in the men's team, Dembele, Aubameyang and Torres up front, De Jong, Busquets, Gaviria in midfield, and then you still got Alba as your main left back, Ter Stegen in goal. So, you know, they're not bad. Adama Traore, for any of you Wolves supporters, in case you are following his career still, he's on the bench today. Crystal Rose saying, feel free to support the channel by sending a donation. Thanks, Crystal. Yes, we really do appreciate your support, folks. So if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Give us a follow on YouTube to keep yourself up to date on our future videos, whether that's watch-alongs or just video content in general. And it's your support that keeps the channel going. We've done quite a lot of women's football watch-alongs recently, and we would love to do more whenever we get the chance, as well as other sports as we do golf, tennis, rugby, F1, MotoGP, you name it. F1 back next month and MotoGP back in April, I think, so look forward to doing them again. So we've reached the hour mark here. England 0, Spain 0. Lauren Hemp with the biggest chance of the game so far, literally just seconds coming on, and she struck the post. So half an hour to go. Remember, this is a simple 90 minutes, no extra time or penalties, because this is a table match, or you could say group stage or round robin. Anyway, Spain now have it on the left hand side. Oh, Puteles, good tackle by Greenwood and a shot from a teammate way, way past the goal. It's a goal kick for England. Jill Scott and Jordan Nobbs have gone off for Leah Williamson and Kira Walsh. So Williamson wearing the armband. Oh, Spain with a shot. Oh, good save by Hampton. Athenia with the shot. In terms of other matches going on today in the women's football, let's just have a look at that. So there is some international friendlies happening. Chile beat Ecuador 3-1 earlier. And Northern Ireland getting a 2-2 draw with Switzerland. And then at 10 o'clock our time in the UK, Colombia play Argentina tonight in a South American derby. In terms of the She Believes Cup, USA taking on New Zealand in the second round of that. Well, at 8 o'clock tonight, and Czech Republic playing Iceland at 11 o'clock tonight. And of course, don't forget, at 8:15 tonight, Germany are playing Canada. In this Arnold Clark Cup. So a few women's games still going on today. That makes it quite exciting. In the Bundesliga, Bayern Munich won 4-1 early against Grutterfurth. 4-1. Who scored for them? So for Bayern Munich, Lewandowski scored twice. Griesbeck with an own goal from the away team, and Choupo-Moting getting a goal on the 91st minute. And right now, Dortmund are playing Borussia Mönchengladbach. So the Battle of the Bruchians, I like to call it. 7 minutes in, goalless then, and Hertha Berlin taking on Leipzig at 6:30 later today. Inter Milan play Sassuolo at 5 o'clock. And then in the French league, PSG lost, didn't they, to Nantes last night, I think it was. 3-1, I think, including a penalty miss for Neymar. I didn't watch it, but I think that's what happened. There was a yellow card for Georgia Stanway. That was a foul on Pitry. Well, normally I do a play of the match when we reach probably 80 minutes of the match, so near the end of the game. And I don't really know who to even put on the list so far. Both teams have been pretty tight on each other. Not many opportunities to talk about, apart from the main coming from England's Lauren Hebb when she hit the post. So, Spain have a free kick. Oh, straight at the goalkeeper. I think they were looking for a bit of a flick or deflection on the way towards Hampton, but goalkeeper was willing to commit. But I think it just shows, when you compare this match against a very respectable Spain team compared to teams like Northern Ireland, Latvia and Austria over the qualifications of the World Cup stages so far from last year, you know, they didn't fresh every single team, but eventually they got a few goals past Northern Ireland, and then they got 30 goals in the 2 games against Latvia, home and away, and then beating Austria 1-0 at home as well. I think it just kind of shows that the standards we have at women's football still, where teams like Spain and England are decent teams, and so are Germany and Canada. So it just makes this tournament very interesting. So nearly 70 minutes to get gone, and Hampton just picking up a loose ball there. The fans want a goal. Come on, folks. We need a goal. Come on, ladies. Anyway, can England score from this? It's on the right-hand side. Oh, Lucy Bronze. Not sure what that pass was. They've just not been that dangerous, England, in the 2 games I've seen so far in this cup. Not far away from getting another draw here. But it feels like this game's got 1-0 written all over it. But I can't tell you who's going to win. Now with Spain. Long ball all the way to Hampton after all that. Oh, Hemp's done well. This could be a good chance to get the defenders off the mark. Ellen White. She touched it too. Her first touch wasn't the best. And she couldn't get the shot she wanted in the box. Big moment for England, that. I think it's a throw-in for Spain. Yeah, one of the Spain defenders slipping up there. Avina Andrus with the mistake, and then Ellen White. She got the ball in the box, but her first touch wasn't the best, and the ball was just out of reach for her to have a shot at the end. Well, Fran Kirby's about to come on, and she's going to replace Beth Mead. So thrown for England. Fran Kirby gets her first touch of the game by picking up from the throw-in. Now Greenwood looking for Bronze on the right wing, and it comes off one of the Spain players, so it'll be a throw-in for England in line with the penalty area. I think Spain are about to make a substitution, but they've carried on with the match for now. Bronze, and she's given it away to the goalkeeper. I'm not going to lie, this second half has been rather dull. Not really much to shout about in terms of the action in the game. I'd say both teams have defended pretty well. Now here comes Spain. It's on the right hand side with Bonmati. Well, it's gone out for a goal kick. Couldn't even get a corner out of it. And here we go. Here's the substitution. So Lucia Garcia is coming off, and Amior Sariaki is coming on. So 15 minutes to go. Goalless at the moment. Will there be a winner? My original prediction was 1-1, but I'm not seeing that. Bronze, ball forward. Straight at the goalkeeper again. I don't think either team have an idea of how to get past their defensive teams now at the moment. Both teams cancelling each other out, I'd say. That's been the summary of this game. 14 minutes to go. Another poor long ball from Spain. Ball now on the right hand side. Bronze. Oh, gets the ball away from her opponent. Crosses it in with her left foot. Headed away by Putelas. Actually, no, I think it was Shelia Garcia. Oh, way up. Spain have got 5 up front. Again, though, their balls in the air are just never accurate. Jess Carter, only option to play it back to the goalkeeper. Hampton boots it out and it lands on the halfway line. Spain have got the ball again. Now with Bonmati. Now then, Puteles. Ball into the box. Shot straight at Hampton. It was in the air. And it was Hermoso who tried to score the Barcelona forward. But simple thing for Hampton to sort out there. So yeah, Hampton's the current goalkeeper for Aston Villa. She's got 14 appearances for them this season, and she has spent a majority of her career at Midlands rivals Birmingham City. She was with them since 2017, then joined Aston Villa in the summer of last summer in 2021. England making another substitution. And it involves Man United's Ella Toone coming off for Manchester City's Georgia Stanway. So exactly 10 minutes to go. Someone needs to score. England still leading our poll at 54% now, while Spain are on 29%. Lucy Bronze surrounded by Spain players. And she gets past both of them. Well done with the cross now. Goalkeeper had to punch it away. Imagine if they had scored from that. That would have been a hell of a feat for Lucy Bronze. Now, normally I would do a play of the match, folks, for you to vote on, but I have no idea who to even put on the nomination list. Oh, and now is Spain. Chance to go for 1-0. Oh, she tried to find one of the Reds in the box, but the ball went behind both of them. And England can breathe again for now. They've cleared it away. Now on the halfway line. That could have been an opportunity there for Spain if they had got it right. She didn't look when she played the pass. That was the problem. I think she just assumed she knew whereabouts her teammates were. If you haven't yet, folks, and you want to follow our future watch-alongs and videos and content from this channel, all you have to do is click that subscribe button. It's free to do so. I keep stressing how much I hate the word subscribe. I wished it was instead the word follow like you have on Twitter or Instagram. Throwing now for England. Nothing to come from it. And Wolves 1-0 up against Leicester 27 minutes in. It was Ruben Neves with the goal. Apparently involved a Kasper Schmeichel mistake. And it looks as though Celtic have got the win over Dundee at the end. Oh, a late winner on the 86th minute from Giacoumikis. I think that's how you pronounce it. A hat-trick for him. And what a time to get a hat-trick when they needed the win while Rangers couldn't beat Dundee United away from home in a 1-1 draw. So that means Celtic 2 points clear. So corner here with 5 minutes to go for Spain. Nothing from it. Oh, Greenwood. It's done really well there. Oh, bronze. I think that was that bronze? No. It was out of tone. Now bronze. Ball in. Oh! Come on, Kirby! Oh, Tone with a terrible shot. No. Oh, terrible. Sorry. England could have found the winner there with 4 minutes to go. Bronze's cross had to be dealt with, and Ivana Andres did really well with the header away from her opponent. But then it ended up with Tone in the box, and with her shot, it just didn't make the kick she needed to do. So Spain are making another substitution, and Jenny Hermoso is going off for Esther Gonzalez. We didn't see much today from Hermosa. She's got 12 goals this season for Barcelona in the 15 matches. That's in all competitions. Sorry, no, that's in the domestic leagues. So the Spanish league. Spain now in the box. Oh, hit the side netting. Big chance there. And it looks as though it was Mariana who had the shot at the end. Was she trying to cross it? I think she was trying to go for goal at the end instead of looking out for any of her teammates waiting in the centre. Well, it looks as though Del Castillo has been given the Arnold Clark Player of the Match. In terms of ITV output, I haven't done one because I really don't know who to put as a nomination. It's been one of those weird kind of matches. Seconds before we reach the 90, 40 seconds to go. Can we see a late winner, or is this really going to end all square where both teams will get another draw and only a point each in the Arnold Clark Cup table? Chance here for England maybe to find the net as they're on the right hand side with about 15 seconds to go. And they've won a free kick here. Foul from Puteles on Lauren Hemp. So yeah, it looks as though Lauren Hemp's playing on the right hand side instead of the left. 4 minutes of added time. Fergie time maybe for one of them. Greenwood to take the free kick for England. All in a line, just lined up outside the penalty area. Serena Wagman can only watch on from the bench. The England manager. Greenwood swings it in. Free header. Oh, wasn't close enough at goal, so she had to header it across the box, but didn't find anyone in the white kit. Now here comes Spain on the counter to try and nick the game here. And they could do. Oh, Hampton had to stretch above her, but she still made the save. And yet again, Castillo making problems. A minute and a half gone in that 4 minutes of added time. Thrown for Spain. I think we're going to have a goalless game here, folks. We rarely get goalless games in our watch-alongs. There's always at least a goal. From the top of my head, I'm trying to remember the last time we had a goalless draw on Let's Talk Sport. Yeah, goalless draws are weird. Always weird. You kind of forget those games very quickly, even if it's an eventful one. Oh, Spain with a cross in. Cleared away. It was a dangerous ball in, and England dealt with it very well. Both teams have, as I said already, defensively have been spot on today. But in terms of the attacking side of this game, there's not been that many opportunities. 30 seconds remaining of stoppage time. In case you've just joined us, they put 4 minutes of added time on. Now Spain, as we've just reached 94 minutes, cross blocked. It's gone out for a throw for Spain on the left wing. And the referee won't let Spain take the throw because she has blown the whistle for full time at Carrow Road. And it's ended all square. No goals to report, and both teams pick up another draw in the Arnold Clark Cup. So that means it's a point each, and both of them will be joint top of the table before Germany take on Canada tonight at 8:15 here at Carrow Road. So not really much to shout about, really. The biggest chance for England was when they struck the post moments after Lauren Hemp came on, and then for Spain hit the side netting late on in the game, and then Hampton had to make a bit of a stretch to make a save as well from a shot outside the box. But apart from that, not really much to highlight about, hence why a player of the match was not available as a poll this week on this one on our live chat page. And let me end the actual poll of who we thought was going to win. And England did lead it at the end on our poll, but at the end of the day, the only ones that were right were those of you that went for a draw. I said it would be a draw, but I thought it would be 1-1 and we'd have goals. And Putelis was supposed to be the first goal scorer in my predictions. But yes, well done to the 19% of you that went for a draw at the end. So anyway, I think we're going to end it there. Thanks very much for watching here on Let's Talk Sport. Hopefully we'll have another England women's watch along on Wednesday night. Probably not with me because I'm out on Wednesday, but hopefully Seb or someone else from the channel will host it instead as they take on Germany on Wednesday night. And the game before that at Molineux at Wolverhampton Wanderers' ground is Spain versus Canada. So at the moment, it looks as though there's an opportunity for Germany or Canada to go top of the group tonight if they can get a win over another. But we'll see at the end of tonight. But anyway, thanks very much for watching. Give us a like if you've enjoyed the watch along. Thanks for coming. And of course, do click that subscribe button and follow us on YouTube. We'd really appreciate it. Good night and see you in a bit.